Good day, and this is my presentation on various forms of posture as well as mewing. So we got number one, check your posture. So when I say check your posture, I mean for real. So you hear this a lot, but is your spine straight? Is your neck straight? Is your pelvis level? For me, I had something called anterior posture tilt. This is kind of where your butt goes out more and your chest goes forward. You kind of look like that, kind of look upward. That particular one is fixed by strengthening your core and your glutes and engaging them more as you stand. So I'm working on that, but that was caused by my allergies. So I was allergic to dogs growing up, and I happened to live with some, and I would have a stuffy nose very often. And that would cause me to lower my tongue and open my mouth, which is exactly what you don't want to do. So, number two, the importance of neck, tongue, and mewing. So neck posture, tongue posture, and mewing. The benefits you get are improved breathing, facial support and growth, better sleep, improved jawline, straighter teeth, proper swallowing pattern, more prominent cheekbones, and improved facial symmetry. Plus much more, such as the confidence that comes with all those things. Another big one, it's free. There's a lot of people up in arms on the internet about mewing, and it seems pretty hostile space, but realistically, you got nothing to lose. It costs you nothing, and I've seen many benefits, and it's been life-changing for me. So I'm very passionate about it. I say give it a try. Number three, mouth breather look versus the nose breather look. So a mouth breather will more often have the hyoid. That is the bone of the tongue between the chin and the neck. That fleshy area, that is your hyoid and the mass of your tongue. So the mouth breather, his is relaxed and sagging, adding mass to his jawline. Maybe he has ATP, he might have a nice pronounced butt, good for him. But he also has a narrow palate, not great. His hyoid sagging, weak jawline. So when you swap to a nose breather, nose breathing with good tongue posture, the hyoid and the tongue mass are pulled upwards, resulting in an immediately more toned looking jawline. So this guy, many great things. He's got better posture, forward growth, a contracted hyoid, a toned jaw, better breathing. Wow, he's doing lots of great things. So our other guy, the incorrect mouth breather, he's got plenty of air in his mouth, open lips, his tongue is down, and his nasal cavity is not being supported. So why is this bad, and how do we fix it? So for this guy to fix it, you put your tongue up, straight up on your palate, and you're going to try to create a vacuum seal between your palate and your tongue. To do this, I would recommend you try making the sing sound. So sing, that should put your tongue mostly up. And from that point, you're going to keep it in that spot, close your lips, and try to swallow your saliva back there. And that should create a vacuum. However, if your palate is underexpanded like mine was when I started, it's still going to be quite difficult to get that vacuum because your palate is just not as smooth as other people's, and it doesn't have as much room for your tongue going up. So just keep working on it, and it'll improve over time. So you're going to apply a light to hard pressure from the tongue, going upward and out. You see that? Like that. The reason we do this is to expand your palate and to encourage the forward facial growth. So swallowing to increase this vacuum, well, it's like that. That will pull more and more of the tongue up. The more of the back of the tongue you get up, the sharper this area will look, the jawline. So you want to get as much of the tongue up as you can. So 5, why do we want minimal air in the mouth? This is just to assist in creating that vacuum. It's nothing crazy. You just get rid of the air, swallow the saliva. That's it. Make sure your tongue's up on your palate. So tongue position, tongue up on the palate. This encourages proper facial growth, seals the airway from the mouth, and moistens the air going into your lungs. All beneficial things. It expands the palate and supports the nasal cavity. So when I say expand the palate, it's going to be very strange. It kind of, for me, it felt like it was unfurling in a way. It's quite strange. Like they were tucked in and they went out like that. If you start practicing all this, I'd love to hear how you guys experience it. But it is very hard to explain. And all I can say is it might feel strange, but there should not be pain. So, tongue position. This is also pulling the tongue up to immediately sharpen your jawline in this area. Exactly what you want. Nobody doesn't want that. So 7, we got the neck posture. This is kind of how I used to look with my anterior pelvic tilt. I'd be like that. My neck, like you could fit a curved banana back in there and it would like rest in my neck. But you don't want that. You want a nice straight neck like this second guy. So your head is level with your body. Your pelvis is forward. Your chest is level and your shoulders are back. And then when you look eye level, your neck should be quite straight back there, going up into your head. So we are trying to get to this guy. And I'm not perfect. I'm still working on all this stuff. It takes a lot of time to correct things like posture and breathing because you've been doing them a different way your whole life. So be patient, but be diligent. So the rules. Number 8, how do we get this to happen? We keep minimal air in our mouth. You keep your lips sealed, an upward and outward pressure. That's from your tongue, like that. We're going to want time and consistency. These are key. The more time you put in, the more likely you are to develop these good habits, which is translating into consistency. The more you do this, the more you will see these great benefits. And then we got our vacuum hold. I find this extremely important, especially for the palate expansion. I think it's a key factor, and you might not get it right at the start, but if you keep working on it, you will get there, and I believe you'll get all these great benefits. Proper swallowing. So what that is going to look like is you take your food. This is your tongue, and you're going to put your food in the middle of your tongue. You're going to raise your tongue to your palate, and you're going to force the rest of your tongue working backwards to move this food into your throat. So up, 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 and it should go down. This is now flat on your palate, and you should swallow. That is how you should swallow properly to engage the correct muscles and to put force on your palate. And our great posture that we're working on. You just keep that stuff. You want it all nice and straight. Work on your core and your glutes, and you should get there. Awesome. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, concerns, or feedback, I would love to hear it, or corrections. If you guys are interested in me going more in depth on a lot of these topics, or my tips, tricks, and exercises, I encourage you to let me know. And thank you very much for watching.